ramdaman nyo. Then this is a thing that I would like to tell our Japanese community, that we are Filipino people who are proud of our heritage, that we will fight for our rights,
Yes!
that we will fight for our justice, that we will fight for our government, our Vice President. So far, it has been a long time. For us, 2 years is too much for a bad government.
Marcos resign!
And for this bad government that we have under Marcos Jr., we are shouting out of our lungs that we will support and we will protect Vice President Inday Sara!
Duterte!
Inday Sara!
Duterte!
Inday Sara!
Duterte!
And we will not be silent by the power tripping of the Congress, of the House of Congress. Filipinos, the people, is the government.
Yes! Yes!
We just put them there in the House of Congress to represent every district. But we voted our Vice President all over the country, all over the world by all Filipinos. Outstanding 32.2 million. We have our legitimate Vice President who can lead the country. It's not the President Bongbong Marcos, whose health is questionable.
Resign! Very questionable!
Whose health is questionable.
Yes!
You prove it.
Marcos resign!
You prove it.
Music ko, guys!
Bongbong Marcos! Bongbong Marcos! Bongbong Marcos! Drug test! Drug test! Drug test! Drug test! It is very easy to say that it is not true. I could even say and tell in front of you that it is not true. But we have to prove it. That's why it has been a long asking from the Filipino people to our President, Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr., to have a hair follicle test because his action is questionable.
Yes!
He cannot even clean up his nose full with white substance. How could he solve the problem of our country who is drowning sa utang ng PI na?
Correct, Marcos!
We have
Correct!
big corruption in our country. Ladies and gentlemen, our community, international community, we are not against any individual. We just like to save our country, just like you and me. We cannot let our future in the hands of drugs. We cannot have our young people under the drugs. We already have solved this problem slowly 8 years ago from the time of President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. We were just fooled and make believe by President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos that he will continue to fight drugs in the Philippines, that he will continue to fight the communism, the terrorism that is happening in the country. But what had happened, instead of continuing the projects, of President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, it becomes loose. It becomes loose. We are becoming a narco-state country in the Philippines. Again, because of Ferdinand Marcos, Bongbong Marcos Jr. So we will not stop, and you will not just see us today, I promise you. Until we have our justice and freedom for truth, for our country and for our people, you will always see us here and around Tokyo. Tama ba? And we will always shout for the change, true change of our country. For the true change of the Philippines. We are now sugar-coated because of the name of Marcos. But hello, if you are born 50 years ago, just like you and me, you will know how corrupt is the father. But worse is the son. If the father, we've noticed that he corrupted the country for 21 years, and we cannot almost kick him out. In the sun, we have just 1 year. We have already a lot of debts. We have already trillions of debts in the World Bank. And what worse with that is not only that we had debts, the money that we are borrowing, or these animals, these crocodiles are borrowing from the World Bank, it doesn't go to the country. It doesn't go to the people. It goes to their own pocket. It goes to their own interest. That's why we are fighting for. And at this time, at this point of time, we are getting stronger. And we are very thankful for this country that we are free to share and to hear. Yes, LABAN! Makikita nyo na kahit kapatid naming Hapon ay nakikipaglaban para sa amin. Thank you, my brother. Arigatou gozaimasu. Let's save Philippines. Arigatou gozaimasu. Domo. So, most probably there are some people on the social media that would make fun of us. That would tell us that we're just few. We are few, but we are the majority in heart.